Hey, wait a minute. There's a building in the background that says Telos on it. You mean tell me this is connected to Xenoblade Chronicles? No way. I guess that'd be Xenogears, because that's where she's from. Can't believe Telos is in this universe and she is an entire entrepreneur. So I did end up looking up the words they use in this game, like Legion, Legionnaire, Legionis. So apparently, I feel like this is more obvious to people who remember the meanings of words. Legion is not a person, it's an army. Or at least like an army unit. And hang on, let me find it. Where do I gotta replay this one? Specifically there. Okay. Whereas Legatus is part of the title of, I believe it was Legatus Legionnaire, which is a commander who commands a legion. Remember how to play this game? Ah!
Akira's Aero Legion, and now the Arm Legion resurfaces. It appears they seek out their previous masters somehow, perhaps by instinct. This behavior warrants further study. Be sure to bring the Arm Legion back. You'll have to subdue it first, of course, but I don't imagine it's anything you can't handle.
Yeah, get him. I said get him, not you get got. Okay, okay. Can I get you to do round sword, please? Do round sword, please. Go up to him. Hit the back with a bunch of stuff. It's cool. I did some Legion learning off screen, so now I can also do this. And if I remember right, I have to keep sync attacking to keep the chain going back and forth. Some of this. How about some of this? Oh wait, that's air shot. I forgot to move them around. Some of this. That's also new. I should not have jumped into the gravity bubble. Okay. Watch that count as an S+. Can I skip this? Did I try to skip it before? Trying to skip it. Ha! How was that S+? That was so bad. I got pummeled hard. Hey! Yeah, Alicia's calling, reminding us she's still stuck on the rubble. Yeah, I know. Lift things with arm. Okay, let me go ahead and go show the Legion learning, because most of them, like, they only have a few perks left. But Axe only has one left. Oh, Sword has two. I thought Sword also had one. Then 3 and 4. The main thing slowing me down is premium material codes. I don't know if I actually can get enough of those to... I mean, not that the game doesn't have enough to give them all to every Legion. I'm sure the game does. But I don't know if I'm personally going to be able to do that. There are, like... I don't know what to call them. They're like isolated challenges that you can take on, and they do give rewards, and some of them do give premium material codes, but I don't know if those alone will be enough, or if I have to complete... No, go back into the menu. Or if I have to complete orders to get the remaining ones I'll need, which, speaking of... I just want to remind myself. What bathrooms am I missing? Okay, missing cat in 5. Which I think is the next one, so I gotta keep that in mind. Okay, I got the toilet in this one, which I believe is 4. Yeah, these are all common material codes. I don't really need common. I'm trying to remember. I found a piece of equipment off screen. I don't remember where I got it from. Am I wearing it right now? I don't think I'm wearing it right now. Okay, time to be extra thorough. Try to find a red we're missing. I don't even know if I want to bother picking up the red matter, because it doesn't matter. Just, forget if it said when I passed it, but I think I already got all the red matter cleanup I need for this not chapter, it's a file. Whoop.
Thanks for Akira. Don't worry.
Thanks for Akira. Don't worry. That's always fun. Oh yeah, I remember the places I theorized. Just like, not here, but the opposite side. Although, I wonder how far over here I can go. I mean, I can go down. That doesn't help. Already did this. Although, I could have done this the first time I came here, because if we follow the order of the story, this would be right here. Did I do this gate? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna make sure. New case available. This is what you had to do. You had to come here after getting Armed Legion, not doing new quote-unquote new game plus, not replaying it. Oh, that means I don't have a picture of you. Or I do? I do. Something cool that I saw while I was on the wiki looking up, trying to find the terms so I could Google. Oh, there we go. I did not get a picture of you. I was trying to find the correct spelling of the terms so I could properly Google them. Find... ouch! To find out what they mean. And I was on there was a page for the player character, I think. Maybe it was the Legions. One of the pages had concept art. And it was kind of cool to see that some of the concept art, like, apparently the original plans were to have the Legions change the weapon you use. Kind of like Xenoblade 2. Hang on, let me help out. So I know when to expect you're almost dead. Hang on, can you get the other guy? There, get that guy. And also, it looked like the original plans were to have, like, the actual enemies be your legions. You know, something more like, I guess, Shin Megami Tensei, I suppose. I never played it, I don't really know. Or like, Persona, which I also never played, so I'm just guessing here. Aw, see? I'll take it, whatever. That was bad, so I, you know. If I want a better rake, I'll come back later. I don't care. Yeah, like the original plans for Legions looked like you just straight up would have the enemies rather than these unique ones that fit a particular class. So like those... Be easier if I could just open up my enemy log, but I can't do that here. But like the... Yeah, I'll just wait to demonstrate that when I can actually show pictures. But yeah, pretty much it seemed like the plan was to have the enemies become your legions. Presumably something akin to what I believe Shin Megami Tensei is like, where you can recruit the monsters that you fight in battle to fight for you. I'm sure someone else would be like, you mean like Pokemon, right? Like, not really, because Pokemon doesn't let you fight with the Pokemon. It's exclusively the Pokemon. Yes, I know, thank you. Oh, wait, I can just leave now. Because I think I got it. Oh, no, not title. $12.7. Got it. And a smidgen of money and a little bit of points. Keep forgetting next is plus. Okay, let me go back to the menu so I can open the enemy log. Why are you starting me over here? Start me on my computer. Subject log? I think it's subject logs. So, like, for example, instead of getting Axe Legion, who looks like this, like no other Legion, and can guard by putting up a bubble, the concept art showed, like, the player character standing next to one of these guys, chained. Or, let me see if I can possibly find... Not that guy. Like one of these guys. Or... Not you. Not you. Actually, I think one of these guys was one of the options, and its ability would have been, it let you ride on its shoulder. And its weapon would have given you a mace. It's not beast. Or like one of these guys. I think one of those was on there. This guy was definitely there. Not you. I'm trying to find specifically, because I think it's a more interesting example. Well, not the Nemesises. Obviously, the Nemesises are what you capture to become legions. Okay, so these are the special legions that I guess the story hasn't we haven't gotten to that point in the story yet, but like the basically the upgraded version of Legionis, which is what the player character is, the upgraded version of them uses these guys. And I'm at least glad to see the ones that I do remember seeing, I have gotten pictures of. I have to assume... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, I have to assume that this one is going to be Axe, because it looks like there's only 4. No, that's obviously Beast, because it is the order that they go in. Blade, Bow, Arm, Beast, Axe. I don't know why it's Bardiche. But yeah, apparently they do have one of all 5 of the main types, and I just have not seen them use Beast yet. Where's the guys? Not Filth Wing. Oh, I thought that said loser generator. I was like, what? Kyle. We'll see him, don't worry. Oh, that's the final boss. Well, no, he's not. He is! Isn't that just JRPG to just be like, ooh, I am the final boss, and it's just gigantic thing. But then phase 2 is just like, hey, how's it going? I'm the final boss. I am a more like a regular human. He's still like 10 feet tall, but it's still just like, shouldn't it be the other way around where you beat this guy's butt and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna let you beat me, and then he goes haywire and becomes this? I don't know. Maybe there's some kind of culture to it of like, you know, this is what people expect JRPGs to flow like, and that's why it happens like this. Wait, what? I don't remember you. You're apparently the same class type as this guy. It's capable of slowing molecular motion. Attacks by instantly freezing moisture from surrounding air and spewing ice. There we go. There's the rotate. Yeah, you don't got a shield on you. That's weird. I like your back tendril, though. That's cool. It's like a tail, but coming from your neck instead of your butt. Oh, yeah, this was a secret boss I found, which was really cool to find. And you notice this guy's got stuff on his right arm. This guy's got stuff on his left. And makes you think, I wonder if they'll possibly combine. Yes. I just realized they're like Bob and Dumb from Has-Been Heroes. Those are funny names. Bob and Dumb. You know, it's like Bob and Dumb. Bob and Dumb. What is it? These are freaking armor guys. Are they wing class? Or sorry, wig? I like that they have classes though, that's cool. And you can tell like some of them do have some similar composition to legions that you have. Like this is obviously just like a variation on the Arm Legion. It makes you wonder, what if you were to catch that guy instead? What if instead of like what if you could capture stronger versions of legions you get and kind of like evolve them like Pokemon? That's what they should do for the sequel. Are they not counted as enemies or something? Or maybe I just don't have pictures? Now we're in Serpent type. Or Sir? Sir. This thing, I think. Yeah, because this is the one that floats, the shell type chimera. Not proficient at combat, however, it has a strong protective shell that it can share with other chimeras by transferring energy. It's this guy that gives other guys like invincibility, and you have to sever the connection between them and then kill this guy so he doesn't give another guy a shell. This was also one of the things that they would have let you get, which I believe, if I remember right, would have, you know, it's surprise, surprise, its ability would have been to give you the super armor. So on the one hand, I wonder what that version of Astral Chain would have been like, but on the other hand, I'm glad we got what we got because the original thing just sounds a little too much like Shin Megami Tensei or some other kind of, you know, RPG where you can recruit monsters. Or like Xenoblade 2. And no, I don't believe like Pokemon because Pokemon does the fighting. You don't do the fighting in Pokemon. Pokemon do the fighting in Pokemon. It's not the same thing. Okay, so what are we doing? Just chapter 5? Or file 5? So this is Siege and ends with Arm. So yeah, we're on this. Gifts. Pickpocket prevention. No photography. Okay, I need to start an explosion. And then flame. I still wish I could like get just a little bit more information. Excuse me. Like, what is Ground Zero? What is that case? So I know. Oh, duh, right here. You rescue Alicia and the two of you fight your way through the subway. Finally, the chimera responsible for the explosions appears. Which I think is that guy, what was he, Deimos or something? So I'm starting an explosion. which is when we're already in the subway. And if this starts where I think it starts, this is one of the cool things that this game does with the whole, you control two people idea. Clip informs you of a new emergency, explosions in the subway, how much? I don't remember what those cases are. Oh, I remember. Right, because at the end of this, Akira gets hurt. So then in this chapter, this ignore this part. This is the part where you're at base, like usual. And then in this part, you go visit Akira in the hospital. And then here, you're at Harmony Square again. Also, I could just be going off of these pictures as well. Brenda assures you that Akira is alright and brings you to the Aegis Research Institute to see for yourself. And I think I already said this last time, but I like how, Akira getting injured plays into the antagonist's hand. Like, not Jenna, the other antagonist. Which ironically enough is the opposing side to Jenna. That she plays into his hand by hurting Akira, and then Akira ends up here, and then presumably, I think what the story's trying to say is that because of Akira being in the hospital here, he gets, like, his genes sampled or something, and then they make clones of him, and that plays into the antagonist's hand. That's cool! That's the kind of stuff I like seeing when I revisit a story. See, like, that's the kind of stuff that makes spoilers not mean as much, because when you see it for your, like sure, you can spoil the plot beat of, like, oh, Akira gets cloned. But then you visit the story for yourself, or you revisit it, knowing that, having that in mind, and then it's like, oh, this is why he got cloned. He was here. That's how they did that. Anyway, explosion. And that's what I love about revisiting Xenoblade 1's story. It's like there's so many things where once you see it for the second time, or once you see it having spoilers in mind, it's like, oh man, oh, that's so cool. Like, not everything is going to be mind-blowing, obviously, but it's like, man, that works. That fits the rest of the story.
All right, follow me down to the platform.
Also, this is where I expect it to start, so that's cool. Gotta keep an eye out. I think you lose points for breaking stuff. So I wonder how you get that without losing points. But I don't think it really matters. Because, like, if you can replay missions and earn more points, then points are infinite, so it doesn't matter if you lose points, you can earn more. But I always have that little, just tiny nagging feeling of like, oh, but you know how many points you could have had if you never lost any points. You would have more points than you have now. And it's like the idea of, like, sure, I have a lot of points now, and I could earn more points. But imagine if I never lost points and then also earned more points, If I had played through this game, like, every file one time, and then other files, an addition, like I replayed, like, 4 missions. And, I would have more points if I never lost points than if I did the exact same stuff but also never lost points. I think I repeated the same thing there. You know what I'm trying to say. That, like, if you have $100 and then you buy something for $20 and then you find $30 on the street, you have less money. You have more money than you spent, but you would have more money if you never spent any money. Basically. Boosts attack and defense, but cuts energy gain. Cuts defense, but boosts attack and critical rate. Cuts attack, but boosts defense and stops stun. See, I think that they're trying to encourage you to use these drinks by limiting how many of the drinks that don't have downsides to 3 per. Like, every drink is 3 per. So, like, this that boosts defense and prevents stun and does not reduce attack power or energy gain. But also, these are more expensive, so that's not a very good theory, I guess. But I don't like these. I don't like if I have the option to use an item that doesn't reduce any stat, why would I use the one that does? Hi, Granny. Nice to see you. Enjoy lurking. Blue line arrival time. Operation suspended. Oh, they're all because explosions. Oh, I thought that was a can. That is no. That is tape. I cannot take the tape. Oh yeah, and then this is where you get the mask. And they're like, do you want to put it on? And I'm like, yeah. You don't want to die from smoke.
Ready? All right, we're gonna split up from here. We've got intel that a few people are trapped in this area, so I want you to take care of them first. You'll probably need your Legion, so stay sharp. The other lines haven't been searched yet. I'll handle those. You see any chimeras, you let me know ASAP, okay? I'm gonna patch into your iris just in case.
Think about it.
All right,
They
I'm
never
off.
refer
Break a
to a
leg.
legion, like they never refer to legions as plural. It's always just legion. You'll need your legion. So I think they intentionally used the word that means an army to refer to all of the legions that you have, rather than just specifically saying, oh, you have a legion, you have one legion, you have just sword legion, and then the others don't exist. They mean all of the ones you have are your legion.
Iris startup.
Did I never get that? There's no way I didn't get that. Yeah, I got that. Oh, that was a leaky battery, right? It's a leaky battery. Man, that's another 10,000 gold. I can't believe we just spent that much money. That was a lot of money back then. Doesn't work when I'm saying it in present tense. When it's money I got just now. Actually, it's not even money I have now. It's money I will have in the future. But I like that joke when someone refers to... Maybe not even always when it's mentioned as a joke. Just mentioning, like, that was a lot of money back then. It's just funny. So here's the thing I could not have possibly gotten on the first go. And I can't get away.
Can you hear me? If the
Yeah, I got you. Iris to see through the smoke better. There we go.
shut down.
Stab the wall. And the wall goes away. Setting off some explosions of my own. Let me check that after I clean up all the red line. Which I'm not going to get completion on anyway, but clean it up. Oh, hello. Additional room.
Iris startup.
Hello? Who's around? Don't tell me there's nothing. There's a chest. There's a kid in here. Could someone kill a drumming riff? Premium material code. Nice. I need those. Nope, this is stairs. Too busy trying to get beast out so I can do some item checking. Oh.
Iris shut down.
I didn't know I could do that with poles that are just normal poles.
Iris startup.
I thought it had to be the special astral plane poles. I was detected before. I was over there. Okay, so now I will come analyze over here and then follow that wherever it may lead, and then we can do some digging. This is probably going to lead to one of the red cases I'm missing, I think. It's detected the thing that's on the other side of the wall. Yeah. Portal. Makes sense. It's a weird place to set up a fight. There you go. Get him. Do the thing. Yeah, get him. Throw him off the ledge. I don't know if that insta-kills. I think it does if they can't fly. Get him with that move. Yeah. I just realized I still have my mouse over the start streaming button. Usually I move it away so I don't accidentally click stop. Pygmalion! I just saw a video talk about the King of the Hill episode that's named after that. Over here. Give me a picture. How's that not count? Come on. There we go. He stood still for literally 2 seconds. Oops. Ha! Gotcha with the slow. Where you going? Where you going? Don't you face me. I'm trying to get you with the backstab. How about some bomb? You want bomb? That's shield. You want bomb? Apparently not, because it missed him. He avoided it. Oh, I did that too soon. I wonder how many points I lose when I don't do it in time with the sync attack button. With the sync attack prompt. Stripped nut. S plus. Wait, what did I get from that? Material codes? Okay. Alright, it's back on so I can see. Pull Beast back out. So it's kind of funny, or at least I think it's funny, because I'm pretty sure recently I mentioned something about Xenoblade X. They recently announced the Xenoblade X port for Switch Definitive Edition. It's like, man, I'm pretty sure I said something either on stream or in a video recording about Xenoblade. It's specifically X. Now they finally announced it.
Information display.
Which is, you know, I didn't really like X, but it's cool that it's getting ported. And I'm a little on the fence about getting it. I mean, I'm definitely more leaning towards I want to get it, because I do really like Xenoblade. Even the parts that I don't think are very good, they're still good. You know, it's like saying worst Zelda game. It's like that's not really it's not really a. I was gonna say low bar. No, the opposite of a low bar. It's not really a high bar. It's not. What am I trying to say? You know, worst Zelda game is still better than average other video game. High standards, I guess, would be the thing. You know, it's the games are so good that even being bad is still good. That's how I feel about Xenoblade. Like, you know, it's really just what thing about the series do you like the most? Because I definitely feel that some are better at story, and some are, I guess, more action-oriented, you could say, or I don't know. I don't have a thorough analysis of the differences between every single Xenoblade game.
Information display.
But you know, it is a case where they all do kind of do different things,
Iris shut down.
and it
Iris
you know,
startup.
can't blame you if you decide that you liked one game because of specific things it did more than other games. That's kind of how I feel about X. It's like I don't really care for the things it tried to do, so I just don't have a lot of attachment to it, but I'd be glad to try the definitive edition, especially because it's pretty heavily teased, I think. That, I mean, the trailer literally ends with the story's cliffhanger, which to me heavily indicates, like, hey, you remember how this ended on a cliffhanger? We're not going to tell you we're following up the cliffhanger, but we're going to follow up the cliffhanger. Where are the freaking stairs? Where am I taking this guy? I have my iris on and I still can't even see the way. Is it over there? Is that it? I think those are the stairs. Okay, I found the stairs. We made it. I mean, not yet, but we're almost there. I found the path. Yeah, honestly, I can't really think of much that I actually want them to change. Like, if you asked me, like, what do you want them to do in the definitive edition? Since they already teased story, it's like, well, I mean, they're already doing the thing I want the most. There are some things that I think would probably require heavier changes to the game, like making the gameplay a little... I don't want to say better, because I don't think it's bad gameplay, I just think it's not as engaging as other games. Like, I don't really like the soul voice mechanic for combat. It makes me feel like I'm playing wrong if I'm doing anything other than pressing what the game tells me to press, or using the skills that the game tells me to use. But I imagine better tutorials will be part of the definitive edition, because I think the other definitive edition for Xenoblade Chronicles 1, I think it... Hang on, let me hit that too. Forget what it is. It opens that door. Okay. I think it added or changed the tutorials. I forget if Xenoblade Chronicles 1 had tutorials. Actually, yes, I remember they do, because I remember Chugga Conroy showing off how in-character the tutorials are. Ouch. Okay. Get him! Get him! Where are you? Get the guy! Yeah, so this is what's talk about is cool about this portion of this file. You get attacked while trying to help guys to safety. Like, I think it's a kind of neat use of the fact that you're technically two people. I also could have probably just... I passed him. Probably keep myself protected with Axe Legion. Also keep my information protected with NordVPN. Not sponsored. That's a joke. Hey, wait a minute. You got the same haircut as me.
Okay, looks like that bunch is safe.
And then we can head further in.
Iris starter.
Oh wait, that's the place where I was like, where are the stairs? I don't know where to go. It was the wrong way. Yep. This area being multiple floors does make it a little tricky. Especially with the trains, like, you know, trying to figure out which train you gotta get on to make your passageway past rubble, like this. Okay, I need you to be armed because I gotta open doors. Never mind, I can't open them from this side. Is that an item? Where do they open? Hello? Okay, I guess the train is on the other side.
Information display.
I do kind of wish that Xenoblade X, the definitive edition, would, like, change... This is one of these changes that I don't think they're going to do because it would probably require a lot of work that I don't expect them to do for a port. But I want other characters to have more presence in the main story. Because, like, the main story is like pretty much exclusively just Lynn and Elma and your silent player character. And so much, it means that so many of the cutscenes are just those two, and then like maybe a commander or whatever, you know, Commander Van Dam or whatever the guy above him was. What's his face?
Information
You know,
display.
kind of just standing around talking. I don't expect him to change that, but it would be cool if they made it where, you know, other party members had literally anything to say during the main story. Because otherwise they're just standing there as silent as your silent protagonist. Which, depending on the character, is pretty out of character, I imagine. Because, you know, who doesn't love how, like, in Paper Mario, you know, the party members chime in and they all have different things to say in different situations. Like, they all respond at the same times, but they all have, like, different ways of advancing the dialogue, basically. You know, at least something like that would be cool. It doesn't have to be, like, 12 different endings depending on what character you use in which chapter. Or something small, like, you know, someone chiming in, like, you know, if you have,
Information display.
you know, what's her face from the testing group? The girl who, like, not Lynn, but the other girl who really likes Skells. If you have her in a mission and, you know, you're talking about, like, oh, you know, the enemies seem to also have what appears to be their own version of Skells, you know, she could add something. She could speak up, like, say 1 or 2 sentences about it. Just anything. That'd be cool. Oh, here's another person.
Shut down.
Oh, now it's slimes. Fire slimes. They're not on fire yet, but they're fire slimes. Why are you Zeus? You're fire. Would be a good one to take you down with. Aha! Nope, do, ow, that move. Okay, now do it and hit them with it. You know, one great thing about having Xenoblade X on the Switch will be that, you know, stronger console. So, I think the graphics do look better in this from what they've shown of the port, which is part of the idea. But it was already a pretty good-looking game, so I don't think it really needed that many graphical changes. But I do appreciate that we got to see Lynn in the cuts in the little they've shown, and her face looks so much better. The faces are like one of the things I think that game did the worst. Like, I don't mean art style wise, I just mean execution. They do not look good. Like, they all look way too chibi, I think. Come on, Axel, you can do better than that. Come on, Axe Legion. I don't know if finishing that guy off would have made me drop to Dazed Man. But I missed the prompt anyway, so oh well. But yeah, so there's that about the graphics being better, but also with it being on a stronger console and a console that doesn't have a disk drive, now I'll be able to run around and explore and not hear the constant clattering of the disk drive just going all the time, which is what constant means, so that was redundant.
Well, I'm kind of, completely surrounded by snarling chimeras, so, and maybe...
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll come save you just as soon as I scour the rest of the level to make sure I don't miss anything, because I'm pretty sure this is why I'm missing stuff to begin with. Curse my story agency. Or, I guess, sense of agency when it comes to the main story.
Iris started.
Is there an enemy here? An enemy disrupt? Oh, he's down there. Oh, he's back up here. Well, I can tell where Alicia is. Like, really, the biggest thing that I think is reasonable for me to ask for out of this definitive edition would be just a lot of the same quality of life changes they've already added to other games, especially from the first game's definitive edition, with having just extensive use of objective markers for all your side quests, like letting you know, like, hey, this enemy is needed for a side quest, which I think they already did, but also putting it over item orbs that you need, which is a huge thing, like knowing exactly where you need to go to find the randomly generated items you need to pick up to, you know, collect X amount of Y. Like that would be just the best. How are you able to get past the lasers? Where's the laser maker? Is that it? I don't know if that's it. Oh, he died. I killed my Legion. He ran out of energy and died. Don't worry, Alicia. I'll come save you in a minute. As soon as I, you know, do stuff. Get it? There. Is that all the lasers? That is all the lasers. I better be able to... Yeah, there we go. Better be able to go back up that. You don't want to pick that up? Okay. Earrings! I will not be able to see those with my hair. You can't even see the headset I have on. Is this the door I entered from? No, because I entered from... Wait, where did I? Okay, I'm a little turned around. I hear the cat. Cat? Cat? I was gonna turn my iris on to find it more easily, but it's already on. Smee! Yeah, like that's pretty much all I like gameplay wise, that's all I feel like I can ask for from Definitive Edition. Like if they do add better tutorials, I'm sure I'll better understand the soul voice system and what they were trying to go for with that. So really I just want to be able to complete quests more easily without needing to look anything up or, you know, run around for a million years trying to figure out where the heck the item orbs I need spawn. But I feel like that's pretty much a given because Monolith has had a very good track record with keeping those awesome quality of life changes through all of their games. Because I'm pretty sure Xenoblade 3 also has a lot of those quality of life changes that Definitive Edition for the first game had. There's a chest I missed. It smells like a place they would hide a diggable item. But they didn't, so I don't know why it smells like that. Some weird air spray to use. Or air freshener, I guess they call it. You have a health bar, Alicia? Are you gonna be fine? I don't think I can game over from her dying. I don't think she will die. Story says she won't.
These things are really into me. But the feeling is not mutual.
Okay, I think I'm finally good to go save Alicia. Away I go. So we get in here. We ride it all the way down to the break room. And I'll tell you about that time I saw a deer again. So then we're in here. Ah, there's a chest I couldn't have gone. That's a red matter. Maybe we should have picked this up. Oh, there's the bathroom. Did I get the bathroom? No, I don't know if I got... No, I didn't get the bathroom. I think I already checked. No wonder I didn't find it. I was rushing off to save Alicia, and I didn't have time to stop and pee. Okay, I'm leaving those doors. I think this is red matter we could have seen from the other side of this before. I think I did see it earlier. So we should be good. Okay, now just open these doors. Oh, wait, these doors. Get this red matter. Okay, there's another set of doors and more red matter. Almost there, Alicia. Just got some red matter to clean up. And this too. Okay, just about there. Just gotta get these doors open.
There you are. Glad you could make it. I thought I might have to finish all this myself. Now that you're here, let's show 'em what Neuron's made of.
See, that's how you're supposed to do that. I also just know this game is kind of a little loud right now. Can't really fix that at the moment. I mean, I could, but I'd have to pause, and I don't want to do that. Let me pick these guys up first. How about, someone... Hey! I didn't realize I could chain counter that. Okay. And now to eat your soul. Now for the little one. I will not eat your soul. Is that a red thing over there? Or that's the... What is that? I like how we got S+ for that, despite taking my sweet time getting over there.
Definitely go a lot smoother with a Legion around. All right, let's get back to work. We can rest after we stop that Chimera. I was hot on the trail of our mad bomber when those rejects from the pound showed up. It can't have gone too far. Let's take it out.
Okay, but I want to look around down here. I got stuff to find. Okay, I got a spot I can dig. Apparently I was already over here before. Got plenty of mini medicine. Rare material code. Ironically, the rare material codes are not the rarest material codes. That would appear to be premium material codes. I'm being extra careful to check the doors because I know I've run past open doors before. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the game volume down a little bit. I could have sworn having it where it is now was fine. And now it's jumping into the yellow, which it's not really supposed to be doing. That should be fine. There's another open train door. I should use beast more. It's more of a beast riding to get around faster. I'd be a terrible speedrunner. I mean, for multiple reasons. Not just not using my fast way of getting around. It's like you gotta learn tricky skips, and I'm not good at that. Like I don't got the skill. I don't have the fortitude. I don't have cans to recycle. I can't be a speedrunner. I could never make it.
Display.
You really saved my bacon back there. Thanks. I always figured I'd be the one helping you. Call it a motherly instinct or something. Oh, you didn't hear that, did you? Never mind. Not like your old man ever picked up on it either. Let's just say, everything doesn't always work out the way you
Information
think.
display.
Thank you for ruining the moment, Iris.
Yeah.
Wait. Hey, what?
Relax, old
I could
man.
skip the one with Jin. I can't skip this one.
But, hey,
Okay, I'm just gonna. No one's here for emotions.
oh, nothing. Just a memory, so. You know, nothing was more
How come I could
important
see
to
it?
him than
Why
peace.
can I see your memories?
And nobody.
What is this, Assassin's Creed Unity?
God, I still can't imagine the pressure you must feel. The weight of the world on your shoulders and all that. But listen, you've still got people looking out for you. Remember that. If anything is ever more than you can take, you can always come running to me, okay?
I guess that Unity joke doesn't work because Assassin's Creed was kind of always about viewing other people's memories. But specifically, Unity had this weird thing where when you killed someone, you would get their memories, which is not how it's supposed to work.
Shut down.
Okay, so I think this is the part where yeah, the part where it's like you found the source of the explosions. Yeah, Deimos.
Running away again? You wanna play tag? Fine! You're it!
I bet Axe Legion would be mighty helpful here because it can walk through fire with him. It's just like Lego Marvel, when you're Captain America and you walk through fire by standing on your shield somehow. I don't really get it. Don't really get how that was a thing Captain America could do. I get why. You gotta give Cap some abilities. But it didn't really make sense. It's like a Wookiee living on Forest Moon Endor. Just does not make sense. Why didn't I get an old can? Well, at least now I can recycle. Send my Legion over. Hey, you get out of here. Okay, I can get up there.
Man, it's not holding back, is it? At least there's no chance of losing this damn
I
thing.
thought this was a doorway. It's just a blue ball. Oh, my chain unhooked. Well, darn it. I should just love how my dog can shoot blobs of blocks out of its mouth. You see what I'm seeing on the map too, right? Like there's that one white block. Does that mean what I think it means? There's nothing over there. There's nothing over here. Oh, that's disappointing. That would have been an actually kind of crazy secret. Now I gotta get back. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought the safe platform was smaller. It was going to be harder to get across the ledge and then deploy Axe. Stop turning the camera. I want to look over here, not over there. Now, is this something? Still? Still nothing? Oh, wait. Oh, it's not in here. Man, it's like they forgot to reward you for checking these corners because they forgot what abilities you could come into this level with eventually. They forgot that you could go through fire. Oh, that's the wrong side of the chest. Oops, that's not the change leading button. I'm thinking with Echoes of Wisdom controls. I haven't played that in a while. Wait, past it. Help. Wait. Over. Yep. A little bit more. Nope. Wait, did I not pass it? I heard the sound like I was able to press the button to dig it. It's in the fire? Is that in the fire? I think it is. I don't think my Legion's taking damage from the fire, though. Hang on. Yeah, I think it was, like, right here. Ow. So still very much in the fire, but close to not being in the fire. That was kind of a weird place to put it, considering they could have put it in that corner back there that wasn't on fire. Could have rewarded you for getting over there with Axe Legion. Now I gotta check for more. Let's see, how come I could wrap the chain around the pillars down the, like, subway tunnels, but not here, where it's like the hallway leading to the subway tunnels? Okay, there's got to be something back here. Like, look at how much area of map is inaccessible. Excuse me, is inaccessible because of the fire. Yeah, there we go. Secret boss. Or not a boss. I wonder how many of these Chimera names actually go with what they are. Or if some of them are just like, I don't know, Kronos, that's mythology. Let's just go with that. At least there's nothing here for this guy to give super armor to. And eat his soul. There's red matter down there. Oh, hello. More dryads. This might actually be a good opportunity to use this. And then, like, switch to another legion. Maybe do, like, this. It's like I'm playing Dead Man's Volley with my Legion. Man, I appreciate the name Legion more now that I know/remember, because I may have heard it before, that Legion refers to an army rather than an individual soldier. S plus. Cool. Oh, look at that. Medicine. Oh, if you're wondering what the exclamation marks means on the items, that just means it's a field item. So it's an item that only stays in my inventory while I'm on this particular file. Okay, I guess it's time to go ahead and continue with where they want me to go. Oh, okay, that leads down to where the red matter was that I saw, and I was like, oh, there's red matter. I want red matter. Hang on, I gotta check the trains. Small train. Yeah, wait. Ouch. I think one of these directions will lock me into this. One of these directions will be the boss fight, and the beating that will continue away from the subway part. And I don't remember which. I want to say that way. But I also feel like I went over here and I was like, oh, I wonder what's over here. This is probably where you go to find extra stuff. And then the boss shows up. Well, not the boss, but the fight. I think the only thing I would end up missing... Oh yeah, I see now. This is where that chest I already got is, so that was the correct way to go. I forgot what I was saying before that. But I think all that I'm missing right now is just chests and items, so shouldn't be a big deal if I miss anything. Oh, I see. The map says that this entire train is inaccessible because it's blacked off, grayed out. So I guess black would mean there's nothing there at all, whereas the gray means it's a wall or impassable object.
Alright, we got it, Corner! Let's take it down! Looks like I won't be of much use from here on.
Ah, man, I blew up that thing. I'm glad Alicia can at least still see the chimeras despite not having a legion. Yeah, see, it locks you into this. I feel like there was more, though. The train is white. Oh, maybe you go on the inside from the other side of this wall, like earlier in the level. And I possibly already did that. Okay, and then we switch to arm, power charge, and then we order. See, I can make explosions too. I'm not the only one. Didn't have the main camera locked on. Missiles! I don't know how much I was doing. I don't think it ended up doing much. Great, stop being on fire. Which one of my legions gives me fire immunity? I don't remember. I don't know how I ended up stunning you, but I'll take it. I'll try to find wherever your back is. You're round, so I can't tell. It's over here. Ah, I'm dying. I should have eaten his soul, but I missed the prompt. Oh, S+. Cool. You know what's funny is it gives you 600 points for backstab. It doesn't mean entirely fighting him from behind to get the maximum amount of damage you can, or to maximize the damage of your melee combo. You can just do it once and you get 600 points for it. That's funny to me. I'm just waiting to see because Yep, there he is. I knew it. This is the chapter where you get Beast Legion. I remember this being the part. And then he pulls me into a rift. And now I'm gonna have to make my way out and quickly save Alicia again from another ambush. Yeah, that was a cool move of you, pulling me, dragging me into a rift. I mean, you're not the only one to have done that, but like, Armed Legion didn't do that. But there's just one thing you didn't account for, Beast of Nemesis. I don't know if you knew that I had this power, but I have the power of I'm done here. Oh, I still missed a case. Was that earlier in the level? Ooh, I'm Elite Plus now. More health bar. Iris OS voice, an indoorsy male voice. Voice H. I wonder if that's Hal's voice. Hang on, I gotta go back. I want to try the voice. I think it is. I think that's Hal's voice. I don't know why it stopped. It's not like I moused over something else.
Iris shut down.
I like that voice. That's not bad. Nope, not button configuration. Huh. I thought I had an O in here. Okay, I'll just put it back on default. Because I'm just too used to default. It's going to feel weird hearing anything else. What's this about button configurations? I just want to take a glance at this. Okay, so it looks like you can switch the shoulder buttons. And that appears to be all this control type changes. Or you can switch. You put use item and evade on the triggers. Switch Legion, call Legion. Legion action on X, attack on Y. I'm glad that this game does that, because personally I do prefer having my attack button on face buttons, because that's just easier to mash. Mashing a trigger feels weird. But I'm too used to the default control, so I'm not going to change it. But props to this game for having that configuration option here. Let's see. Dismiss Legion on B. And then this is the inverted shoulder version of C. Again, gotta give this game props for allowing you to switch just the triggers as well. Because I think I've only ever had a problem with this on specifically PlayStation 3. I don't think 4 ever had the problem. Or 2. I don't think any PlayStation has ever had this configuration. But I distinctly remember with PlayStation 3 games, actions that are on the triggers on Xbox would be on the bumpers, quote-unquote bumpers, equivalent on a PS3 controller. So R1 and R2, or R1 and L1, rather than what I would expect the equivalent to be the R2 and L2 buttons, which are also pressure sensitive, so you would think, I mean, I don't think games ever really use the trigger pressure sensitivity anyway. It's probably why the Switch doesn't have it at all. And actually, Nintendo hasn't had it on their controllers since the GameCube. That was the only one. You think they'll bring that back? That's probably something they'll bring back, because now that's becoming a thing with advanced controls. It's like, oh, look, it's a trigger that gets harder to press if the game decides it should be harder to press. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, props to this game for letting you switch those if you feel like it's easier to hit the upper buttons. Because I think it would be easier for me to mash R instead of ZR. It's kind of a softer clicking button. But yeah, again, I'm gonna leave it on default. But that's cool that they got those controls there. Speaking of controls, you want to see something weird? 2-player mode. Okay, so I've got I'm currently playing with detached Joy-Cons, and this mode pretty much requires detached Joy-Cons, so I can already just press the button to do it. Oh, I'm switching between what you can do in battle and what you can do at a battle. That's what that is. So, the game is already set up where you have, like, you know, right trigger is to attack with your player character, and then left trigger is Legion stuff. This kinda splits it. I also realize I have to go down to the training room to show this, because I can't pull my Legion out just anywhere. At least not at home base. Let's see, which one of these should be this one? No, it's this one? Okay. We go down to training room. And a single detached Joy-Con is not the most optimal way to play anything, but I do kind of love the feel of it. It's a novel feeling. So, here's player one. This is me. I can do this. I can activate this. I can also slash, so I do have control over that the whole ability, except for focus. So that is controlled by player 2. I don't think I can dismiss Legion. I think, yeah, I'm changing weapons. And then up would be to use an item. I can still dodge, of course. I'm trying to figure out why change weapons has the left button on there twice. Like once above the weapon and once below it. It's not like it's like hold to go up and then press to go down. I'm wondering if like I can maybe like press it just quick enough that it registers as like a half press. Because I think PlayStation detects like half presses or has pressure sensitive face buttons. Again, a feature I don't think any game has ever used. but it's kind of neat that that's even there for the games that do decide that they want to be that wild, so as to have that as a feature. So yeah, that's what player 1 can control. Player 2 controls the camera. Well, that's the Legion attack button. So if you hold that button and then, you know, just like if you're playing by yourself, but it's, you know, you hold the button and that's how you move the Legion, but it's exclusively for player 2 now. Which I can see if you've never played this game by yourself, and if you've only ever played this as someone's player 2, I could see how it might be frustrating to move yourself around like you have to hold a button. But, you know, as someone who is used to it, it makes sense to me. That's just how this game controls. I can change legions. Just go beast. Oop. I can open notes. Player 2, for some reason, can open notes. And the camera. So player 2 controls the camera and the camera. Oh yeah, and dismisses the other button. Yeah, I could see this as being a cool way to play this game if there's someone that you know could, like, I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. Like, you know, I don't think of it as like a little sibling mode where it's like someone who's not very good at video games and you just hand them a second controller so they can play along. I feel like this would probably be best experienced with someone who understands what the game is and can properly understand, like, oh, hey, player 1 needs me to go over here and do that. Like, I could imagine it being kind of frustrating if you're not playing with someone who you're on the same wavelength with. But that's also, like, very thematic that you would want your player 2 to be someone you're in sync with. Because that's kind of the whole deal of the game, is being in sync with your Legion. So for as weird as it is that, like, player 1 can't even control the camera, it has to be player 2. And also player 2 can open notes and to pull out the camera. I don't even think down does anything. So player 2 kind of is just sitting here waiting for battles to happen. Or, you know, for some side quests to be like, oh, I need you to sever the connection between this computer and this robot because the robot's going crazy. You know, something that needs the Legion to show up. Like, you know, red shifting a person or digging up an item as beast or whatever. But I think that'd be a cool way to play a game if you had someone that you know would not be frustrating to play this with. Oh, also, yeah, that's on player 2. Player 2 also controls the iris. I definitely wonder what a player 2 mode for this would be like if you got to use a full controller, so player 1 could still control the camera and the iris and access police notes if they need to. That's not the button. I forgot that's on player 2. Also, apparently you can't go into your full Legatus menu while in that mode. So I guess you have to come out of that mode to... There we go, finally sync. To be able to pull up this menu. It's a little weird, but... Yeah, like I said, that could be a cool way to play the game. I'm jealous of anyone who has someone that they played through this game with. Because I don't think I have anyone that I know that would be interested. Here's my reward for the cat. And my reward for the bathroom. Oh, but I haven't truly gotten rewarded for taking that to the bathroom, or for finding the bathroom yet. Because I got to, I can't access fast travel in this spot of the room. Where am I going again? Right, the bathroom. Go to, break room, that's close enough. So scratching my nose, I had to take my hand off the camera button, the camera thumbstick. We gotta take the stuff we found to the toilet fairy. It's kind of like the hand in the toilet from Majora's Mask. Or, you know, the other Zelda games that also reference the same thing. Because I know that's also in the Oracle games, and then Skyward Sword made the same reference as well. It just wants paper. Any kind of paper will do. I gave him sandpaper one time. That is not a joke. Literally one of the toilet items you get is sandpaper, and you give that to the fairy. I'm glad she remembered to flush. You know, I like how you can't go to the other bathroom. Like, how do you think these work? How do you think these invisible wall holograms work in the reality of this world? Do you think there's some kind of system that detects your gender and is like, oh, you can't go in there. You're not allowed in that bathroom. Or do you think that's just a video game thing? Because, you know, 99% of the time, not all the time, but 99% of the time, invisible walls are represented with holograms. I'm willing to bet it's just a video game thing, but I still just find it funny that they won't let you in the bathroom. Let me see. Did I get in? Oh yeah, I got earrings. Hang on. Let me check those real quick. So first, let me change my hair so I can see my ears. Sure. So you can see my headset now. Or I can have earrings. Never mind. Just one earring. Okay. I think I'll just leave it on no ear equipment at all. Not even put the headset back on. I'll put my hair back at E. Maybe do like maybe F. I kind of like F. I think on my first playthrough I did G, which is why I'm kind of reluctant to do the ponytail. But I like this one too. I was clipping through my glasses, and I'll just stick with this one. There's less clipping. Oh, yeah, what? Equipment colors. Let's see what colors I got. Rescue set black. Oh, I didn't notice that padding around the belt. Like, you know, the red part, the part that is now red. Yeah, because it's black here. I didn't. It blends in with the rest of the shorts. And the belt. Because I could see the white part of the chest armor, but I didn't see the padding. I like the combination of, you know, the chest plate part being red to match the padding on the belt. It's kind of like a wrestler's belt. It's a medic set red, rescue set, mechanic set, military set. That's not bad. I would expect military to be green, but it's probably just my Western brain. Like, I don't believe all armies across the world wear green, but what do I know? I don't look into that kind of stuff. I got an empty slot that I can put with whatever I want. Yeah, I'll just stay blue. Being anything else would probably feel weird. Okay. Yep, I gotta go on break. I'll go on break, and I'll be back. That is how breaks work. I made it back just in time, and then I bumped my microphone. Alright, we're back. Let's go back and find that thing I missed, which was here. Okay, apparently whatever chimera I found here before, like earlier today, was not the one I was missing. Once again, I have that feeling of like, but I checked everywhere! Apparently not. Okay, so gotta remember, there are 4 red cases. If I only end up getting 3 done, it means I missed 1. So I don't have to keep track of the particular names of the things that I'm doing, just how many of them were done. And actually, okay, map currently says there is only 1 case available, which is the main quest. Okay, go through this rigmarole again. Of course I know.
All right.
Should probably also pull Beast out so I can do more digging, if there ever is any. So you know what I was thinking about on break while I was doing my stuff? Okay, so this is a whole train of thought that I have to play out from the beginning. So there's this new song I got into recently. It's a They Might Be Giant song, just one I haven't really listened to much until now. It's called She's an Angel, and I just like the vibes the song has. I'll put it on. Put the mask on. I appreciate that the game auto removes it when we're done too.
We've got in. You'll probably the other.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
And so I went to the wiki to try to find interpretations for the song, or for the lyrics. And if you need a good example of just how humans look for patterns anywhere they could possibly find a pattern, look for people trying to interpret They Might Be Giants songs. Because it's not that there are any wrong interpretations for the songs, but they definitely have a style that means that there are a lot of ways, or at least several ways, you can interpret like any given song by them. And I don't think they typically talk about the meanings behind the songs. So it's always like open for speculation. Man, I really dove. Jeez. And She's an Angel is one of those songs where like there are several ways you can interpret it because of their lyrical style. And you know, I don't think any of them are wrong. Like they all have like pretty good grounds in what the song says. That I think They Might Be Giants is also really good at having... Their songs are very open to interpretation, and they're very good at making it where you're like any interpretation is pretty valid. But they have a really, if you don't know, they have a pretty silly lyrical style where they've admitted like they do the melodies first and then the lyrics after, and they kind of just sing whatever will fit with the song. Oh, I didn't need to keep holding the trigger. Okay. I found more cat food. Have I been over there? Maybe that's where I'm missing. No, I think I've been over there. Is that where I go through Axe door? No, that was definitely new when I did the Axe thing. There's no way I could have gotten that before. But yeah, so sometimes they do sing stuff that sounds kind of silly, but if you start looking for meaning in the song, sometimes the silly parts are like, hey, wait, that's you know, it's a metaphor for, you know, this or that or whatever. I'm trying to think if there's an example I can pull from specifically from She's an Angel. But okay, so some of the interpretations of that song are like, well, it's metaphorical. It's about a guy who's fallen in love and he thinks his partner, he's calling her an angel. Not a literal angel, but the the version of angel that you call someone that you really like that is also a really nice person. And then there's like the literal interpretation of like, oh, well, it was about a guy who fell in love, but then she died, and now she became an angel. Or a very literal interpretation of it's an angel. It's about an actual angel sent from heaven. Which is, now that I think about it, that's probably not an uncommon thing for us. Like, I feel like if there's any kind of like common pattern out there for a song about angels, it's, do they mean literally? Do they mean figuratively? Do they mean super literally and it's a literal actual angel? But like the best example for like how they can sing something silly and people will still be like, no, it's not silly. There's a deep meaning behind it. Is like, what was it called again? I think the song is Thinking Machine, which is literally just them singing random nonsense back and forth. Well, not back and forth. It's one guy sings nonsense, and then the other guy's like, oh, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Which is where one of the gifs on my GIF wall is from. It's from the music video for that. Specifically the part that goes with the lyrics, dog, 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 dog. Yes, people think there was a deeper meaning behind those lyrics. Like if there's no better example of how people will look for a pattern, or look for any kind of meaning behind anything, that is it right there. Which, if you're wondering what the supposed deeper meaning people think is behind that song, is that it's about depression. Which I feel like is like the go-to theory for anything. It's like, oh, this song is actually about depression. Okay, now appearing over there. Yeah, you're the new guy, right? Who I was like, oh, I gotta get a picture. Yeah, Pygmalion. But it's just really funny to me how They Might Be Giants can make a song that's literally just them singing nonsense, and the people will be like, oh, no, there's deep meaning. Because, see, actually, if you look at this line, it means, like, oh, it's a depressed guy saying he stopped shaving, he stopped taking care of himself. And this line means he's having trouble sleeping because of the depression. But I think they actually went on record and said, like, yeah, this was just a song where I wrote nonsense and I sent it to the other guy, and then he wrote, he wrote his lines, and then I wrote more nonsense. Get him, Legion! Come on! I think you can control the Legion during some attacks. Like, you could still move him around. I don't think that move is one of them. I got you on your face now. But yeah, I really respect them for being able to make songs that are so open to interpretation that that there can be several valid interpretations to songs. Because like I said, She's an Angel, I feel like there are several ways you can interpret that and not be wrong. It's like the lyrics do kind of lean in all the directions. Which, as someone who likes knowing the direct intended answer for things, for knowing the one solution to things, it does bother me a little bit that the lyrics are so not all over the place, but like, in terms of how you can interpret it, like there's supporting evidence for everything. Like I do kind of wish there was one solution to it, but it's it is impressive to me how it's so easily open to interpretation, or you can just listen to it and it's a fun song. And that's what I typically do. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Information display.
Oh, I'm already on that.
Information display.
Okay, now we're gonna do bow. Oh, don't go into the lasers, you'll die. Get open the doors. I'm not really sure why I can open those doors. Like, I could just take the injured person this way. That's not really helping. Unless it opened the doors back here. I don't think there are any additional open doors. You grab him so you stun him, and then get him with that move. And then grab a barrel. Grab a barrel, throw it at that guy. It's a good thing I'm immune to the explosions I make. That miss. Get him with the uppercut. 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 Okay, he doesn't want to fall over from the uppercut. Okay, I'm trying to think if I can pull any examples from She's an Angel's lyrics on how there's supporting evidence for like everything. So like one of the things I think of when thinking about how it's not about a literal angel is like there's a line, how's it go? Well, it's a line that basically says like he already knows that she's an angel and he's worried about what will happen if anyone finds out. And like that, I mean, okay. I guess that's not something disproving the idea of it being about a literal angel, but about it goes against the idea of it being about someone who died. Because why would you be worried about someone finding out that you know someone is dead, you know? It doesn't fit that idea. Actually, I don't remember if there's anything that necessarily directly disproves the idea of it being about an angel sent from God. Other than that, they might be giants, like, doesn't do religious themes. Unless it's for, like, one line. Like, out of their whole big catalog, I think at least one of the people interpreting She's an Angel on the wiki said that they only know of, like, two instances where they reference, like, biblical stuff. And they have a lot of songs, so that is a lot of opportunity that could have been taken up, and they didn't. Okay, I can't open that door. Okay. These blue cases are showing up now. Who am I forgetting to save? But okay, so there's that part about like, well, I'm worried about what will happen if someone finds out. That I feel like that goes against the idea it's about someone who died, but I feel like the tone of the song does go with that idea of it being about, you know, like remembering someone who died. Like it does kind of have a bit of a wistful sound to it. And then, oh no, slimes. Let me get you over here to roar. And then I hit him with the Sword Legion. Doing... Okay, not the move I meant to do, but that's cool too. Hit him with a Flurry Rush after chain binding them. Chain jump. I wonder if there were enough ways to earn points where you can get S ranks without using multiple legions. Like if there was one legion like you just really prefer using, that if you could still get S ranks using just that one. Oh, that was not the last guy. Just casually facing the wrong way. Okay, so that should take care of the blue case, I think. No. Oh, because I haven't saved the person yet. I just defended them from the slimes. But you can't use round sword yet? Have your abilities not refreshed or what? Can I not use them while I'm carrying? Here, hang on. Let's do this. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't have to kill the guy at all. Oh, is this where Alicia calls? No? Okay. You know, I'm seeing how that... Oh, there's the call. See, I'm seeing how this is like... I was gonna say it comes down. Oh, no, it was bent down. And there's like another layer up there. I wonder if there's a way I could get up there. Oh, I fell. Right, this is that area. I can't get anywhere from here, I think. There's that red matter. Be using beasts to move faster. Also for looking for buried stuff. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I gotta remember, after I save Alicia, I'm gonna get pulled into the astral plane, and then it will force me in. It'll force me forward into the level. So if I have any hope of finding the thing I'm missing, I can't save Alicia. Oh, I had just the two cans? Okay. Not my preferred tropical bird, but it's fine. Oh, it almost looks like this goes up somewhere. But it doesn't. I feel like I'm onto something, though. I feel like that is adjacent to the solution. Okay, looking at the map, I thought this was going to be something. Not even a hidden item. Okay, got that chest. Get bow out. I forgot where the thing is. It's over there. How do I get down there again?
Of all the days to forget to bring a support drone along.
I don't think I have any item. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have them mapped. Okay.
Information display. Information display.
You would think I would remember how to get past the lasers since I just did this part. Oh, right, there's... Ow! The open door right here, and that's how you get in. I knew you had to get it. I knew you had to get this guy. I just forgot how to get to it. That's why I was having trouble. You detected something else, or were you detecting that? Checking that. I'm pretty sure I went this way. I checked all these doors to make sure it doesn't let out anywhere extra I wasn't expecting.
These things are really into me. But the feeling is not mutual.
And this is where I saved the cat. I almost wonder if I missed whatever I'm looking for because I kept my iris on the whole time. Because of the smoke. So it's that door. I don't know why I keep trying the opposite side. Like, the map clearly shows it does not go anywhere that way. Is this the axe train? I think these signify where you can't go. I've been back here. Don't remember how. I was over there. So it's probably here too. Maybe over here? I believe this is where the cat was, so I shouldn't be checking over there. This is where the one guy was like, oh, where do I go? Where's the stairs? Yeah, so I think this is the axe room, where you need Axe Legion to get there. Wait, how far up can I go? Okay, so this is further in the level, which is not what I want. I want to avoid this. This is where it ends. Again, want to avoid that because that's not even where I'm looking for a mission. Whatever I'm looking for has to be a portal. That's got to be it. So the question is, where would the portal be? Which is not really a groundbreaking change in perspective because the question was always, where is the quest? So where is the portal is not really a revelation. This is where you come in. Okay, I guess it would probably be easier to look on foot. You just have to avoid saving Alicia, that's all. I can probably enter the same play space, but I'm gonna put it off as long as possible just to make sure I'm not trapped in that fight. So I've gotten this. Don't know. Sometimes the legions pick up, sometimes the legion pick up items for you, and sometimes they don't, and I don't know the difference. Look at my map again. I probably should turn on the option to make the map face the same way every time. But, Do I want to go back to where I saved the cat? Is that what it'll lead to over here? Hang on. Go back to Beast Legion, something like that on. What was that?
Hey, are you there?
Oh, I thought I saw a chest there.
Look, if I redshift, you know what to do.
Oh, I don't think we got that before. That's sad. Don't tell me to kill you if you redshift. Also, because I already know what to do, you didn't have to remind me. Okay, no, so here is where I saved the cat. So then what is here? How do I get here? I think... You think it's this? Does that work? No, it's this. So I think this is where the one person you save is. It's like, here's the entrance, and then there's the big hole, and then you go down there, and then there's a... Wrong way. There's a train here that you open with the Armed Legion, and then the person is, like, back here. I'm still intent on trying to get, like, here, though. Like, maybe along this train. Because, see, if this is where I'm thinking it is, then the map is not fully accurate, because sometimes it shows the doors... Like, see here, the train that's out there, but it doesn't show doors. Or I guess it shows the doors in the state that they're in when you get there. So, like, that's the door you open with the Armed Legion, and then these doors open when you hit the button. So this is the Astral Legion train. It leads this way. Yeah, so that's the doors that you open with the Armed Legion are like that. Have I gone this way yet? Where's the... Where am I? Am I where I got the cat? Hang on, I gotta go back on the... Gotta go this way. Okay, let me make sure I face north so I have my orientation here. So we got this train and then that train, and then instead of going to Alicia, I go this way and into here. So on this train and then that way. Did I not go this way before? This does not feel familiar. Hey, Alicia, I would totally save you, but there's this little fence in the way. I don't know how to get over it. They didn't teach me parkour. What is the point in over here? Okay, buried item. Oh, wait. There it is. So not the... Ooh, premium. It's not the quest I'm looking for. It was something. Well, if I missed over here, then I clearly missed some open doors. So I should try to be more thorough with that. Have I been over there yet? See an item at the end of it. Yeah, I've picked up that item before, so I have been there before. There's gotta be like a switch or something I can hit to open doors. I can't go that way.
I thought I might have to finish all this myself. Now that you're here, let's show them what neurons made of.
Okay, well if I've been down that train before, that means I have cleared this fight before. So I'm wrong about this fight being the one that drags you into the astral plane. Is that after we go up the escalators? Man, stop going away from my explosions. Oh, that's not the move I wanted him to use. I wanted him to use a move not unsimilar to that. But I guess that would be this button. Which is one of his activation skills. Just like this move. It's one of those ones that goes on cooldown. Give me that. I need the health. I don't need the help this time, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And get beast. Haha, I'm not supposed to have this beast in this legion in the fight. I keep doing like do the 360 on the thumbstick to try to get it to do that move. But no, 360 on the thumbstick is the tornado. It's that move. The way you get it to do the cartwheel is You just press the attack button, basically, the Legion attack button. So it's down here. I've already been. Leaky battery. 10,000 money. Ooh. Ooh. Is this... Wait. Hang on. Before I get excited about an open door. There's that door. See, I was gonna be like, ooh, that's how you get in the train. You do the chain, that move, the chain jump. You can already get on the train. It's not exciting to be on this train. It's not that section of train, but what about over here? It does lead over to that area I'm suspicious of. And that's under a part of this. Or, let me say that in a way that makes more sense. It's not under this map, which means you don't fall down to it. So it makes me wonder if there's a way I can, like from in this part of the train, hit a button to open the rest. If you can. Man, figures will be this advanced in the future and still have people littering. It's not hard to put a thing in the proper receptacle. Honestly, kind of ticks me off that there are people who think like, I can't be bothered to bring this to a trash can. I'm just gonna drop it on the ground like a heathen. Okay, so button. There's gotta be a button. Gotta be something like a button. If I come back here, there's a button on the outside of the train, which makes no sense. But no, there was no button on the outside of the train. You know, in case you're just listening and not watching, there is no button back here. I did not find a button on the back of the train. That makes no sense. I feel like this door missing has got to mean something. Or maybe I'm just looking for patterns in places that they don't exist. I don't know. I thought to turn on my iris again. It's like, no, it's already on. You're seeing it. If there's any secrets to be revealed, they are being revealed. And none of those open with, like, Arm Legion or anything. I can get on here, and this leads this way. Where that item was, it doesn't get me anywhere else.
Iris, shut down.
Why does this bend like that? What is this? What is going on with that? Is that another set of stairs that's just like inaccessible, or?
Iris, startup.
Okay, I feel like I gotta go back, because if I'm still seeking to get into this spot, I don't think I can put a pin down and help guide myself. was just... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm gonna try going back here, back to the Astral Chain. See if that gets me anywhere. See if that can get me here. I got an email. That's from Reddit. Why is Reddit emailing me? You know, I that is the thing I hate about the internet. Is, oh no, I can't go back. Dang it, I'm probably gonna have to replay this mission again. Yeah, that is one of the things I hate about the internet. It's like when you sign up for a website and the website is always like, "Hey, here's some things you missed that happened on the website today." It's like, I didn't miss it. I read the website all the time. You're just telling me about things that are in Reddits, that are in subreddits I don't follow because they're popular. You're just trying to get me to engage with the website more, which honestly, you shouldn't be doing because I engage with it too much. I refresh that page all the time. It's compulsive. I can't help it. But then they're just like emailing me like, hey, engage with the website more. It's like, no. Your emails are not going to pester me into showing up more. I get emails from Facebook and it's like, here's stuff you missed on Facebook. It's like, yeah, you know why I miss stuff on Facebook? Because I don't use it anymore. Because I don't like Facebook. I don't really like social media. I like places like Reddit that are more like a forum where you can talk with people and discuss things. I don't like posts, you know, I don't like something that's, you know, like the Twitter style kind of social media where it's just like you follow people and then you see stuff they said. It's like, let's just have a conversation. I don't need to see memes people are resharing. Not that I don't see that on Discord, but like, you know, there's a channel for that. If I don't want to see the memes, I can stop looking on those channels. But then I can also have discussions about those memes with those people. I mean, I guess, you know, there's like comment sections, but okay, I feel like I may have if it's in this, like if going up the escalators is another section of the game, then I have missed the red again. Let's go up the escalators again and see what we can find.
Saved my bacon back there.
Oh yeah, I gotta go through this again.
I always figured I'd be the one helping you. Call it a motherly instinct or something. Aw, you didn't hear that, did you? Never mind. Not like your old man ever picked up on it either. Let's just say, everything doesn't always work out the way you think it will.
Yeah, I know. I missed that red mission like twice. I thought I'd find it tonight, and I didn't. It's things are not working out like I thought they would.
All right, let's head back.
But back is this way. Back is not that way. Although the objective is to chase the Chimera, so I guess technically then. They closed the doors again, even though I can't open them. Or I could open them probably, but I can't go through them, regardless of the state of the doors. Jeez. No, wait. We're two people. I can do both escalators. That is how this video game works.
You wanna play tag? Fine. You're it.
Chase that. I can chase that Chimera real good.
Man, it's not holding back, is it? At least there's no chance of losing this damn thing.
Well, got turned around from the exploding wall. Wasn't my camera to look at it? Wait, what's that? Wait, no, I gotta go this way. Which, did we come from here? So, or no, that's the corner. I was like, man, they really should have put an item over there. What's this then? Like we came from up here. Does the cutscene make us go from here to over here? I guess that's what happened. Excuse me. I was already over here. I checked it there. I checked it there. Checked all this stuff while I was coming through the first time. So unless there was like an additional place to explore down here that I hadn't gone to. Maybe over there? Or is that where I start? No, I start here, so I don't know, this... I was gonna say seems feasible, but looking at the map, it doesn't look like the trains connect anywhere there. So why does this train let you go in, but then there's like... Oh, you probably have to shoot something to be able to get into this part. That's probably what's going on. But then there's nothing else. I mean, I guess there's that, but I don't think that was anything. I can double check. Oh, I'm not locked into right here? I thought you get locked into a fight. Okay, no, that just teases you about that, which is very easily gotten by just coming over this way. What are you doing over there? Where's Alicia? Are you trying to get Alicia? Did I outrun her too quickly? So there's nothing down there. And this is that little pocket. It's weird that that's even on the map, considering like that it clearly connects to the rest of that, the rest of the tunnel. But the game is like, no, that doesn't exist. But this little spot right here, which is also like cut into a weird shape because of the back of the train, like it's got this curve going because of the back of the train, that exists. But the tunnel that exists this way, no, it's not real. The inside of this train also does not exist. But, you know, I guess considering how video games work, it doesn't exist. You know, it doesn't even exist in the video game world because there's nothing rendered back there, I bet. Or if there is anything, it's just an empty model. Get on this. Get that item. So I'm going to point to looking for more open doors because there's no more map. But I thought I saw a person over that way. That's not a thing I can. Oh, hello. Found your way down. This door. That doesn't lead farther down, but you can see farther down on the train. You just can't go farther down on the train.
Alright, you got it, corner. Let's take it down.
Where'd you come from, Alicia?
Get much use from here on. The rough stuff is up to you. Watch out for explosion.
Okay, wherever it is, I missed it, so I might just have to look it up, honestly. Not that I know what it's called, so I wouldn't know what to look for. Stop putting me on that chapter. Okay, I'm willing to admit I'm stumped. I'm gonna look it up, and then we can jump into the level. We get it, and then that'll be it for tonight. So let's see. Okay, file 5, Accord. Oh, this does not appear to be broken up by, excuse me, by chapter. Out of the smoke, which is, wait, no, is that the? Okay, that is that blue case name. And now it's going by enemy name. This is backup plan. Demo boss fight. It's ground 0, which I think is the next. Yeah, ground 0. So it's not. This guide is not laying things out in order. And then there's Beast Legion. There's a whole Astral Plane section after you get him. Odd Drone again. Okay, that's that one. An old new threat. That's that. It doesn't have the... It doesn't have all the things. Okay, I guess I gotta look at a different guide. Since when do game FAQs guides allow you to have pages? Wait, does this guide really only have... Its walkthrough only has 2 files. Last updated 2019. Oh man, this is a good guide though. It's got maps. It's got like the in-game map. That is a good guide. I almost wonder if they burnt out trying to... Like, you know, they burnt out on writing the guide because they were putting so much effort into it. You know, burnt out after 2 files, but still. I can relate to that. Okay, that's not... It's a cool guide, but not helpful. Okay, here's one that at least goes up to the part I'm trying to find. Cases. Chapter 4, Explosion. See, this is the kind of guide I needed. Break it down by chapter. Show me all the cases that are in that chapter. It's a secret hideout. It's... So remember back in the... Which file was it? Back in Link, when I was looking for the red to one of... Or no, the blue. Yeah, Soccer Dreams, that's the one I was looking for. And I went through that garage door that was fake, and it led to a secret hideout. That's what it is. Except it's not a garage door. I gotta bookmark this guy. This is gonna be helpful. I probably should have left it on. Left the guide open and on the part where it tells me how to get to the thing I'm trying to find. Gotta take that move off, that Legion. Put it on. See, replaying this level, I could have easily shown what happens if you pick the other options on those. I'm boring and I pick the same thing every time. Okay, I think it said jump down here and then onto the track. Is it this track? This can't be right. So let's try left. No. Was it? No. Over here? I'm pretty sure it said it was on the track. So there's a secret wall somewhere where you can walk along the track. And it is a secret so devious your iris doesn't even show it. Which I can't really be mad at because lore-wise, it makes sense. Because if it's a secret hideout, of course, you would want to program your... There we go! You want to program your secret door to not show up on iris technology. Did the lookout fall asleep again or what? Can't tell anyone about this place. This is gonna make it really hard for you to talk. Period. Something like this. Yeah, now I can do that. Now that I'm not carrying a person, I can successfully use these skills. I think this ability is cool because it incentivizes you to not focus both your attacks and your Legion's attacks on the same enemy. So I tend to always do that. I usually do that. I focus myself and my Legion on one target. You tip me next time we see you. Yeah, you can tell Kyle I said hi. And that was it. That was the red thing. The red case. Apparently red means combat. I don't know how I didn't catch on to that. I just thought red meant it was a little more important. Ooh, premium material. But yeah, that ability incentivizes you to keep distance between yourself and the Legion so you can keep the sword bouncing between you. So it's incentive to have, like, you have your Legion fight some guy over here, and then you're fighting some guy over here, and then hopefully there's a guy between you. Okay, I don't feel too bad for having to look that one up, because invisible wall Like, actually, let me go back outside and see if this is a wall I would ever think to touch trying to look for hidden walls. Wait. It glitches. Okay, well, now I do feel a little bad for not finding that on my own, but still not terrible because, like, invisible wall. One of those kinds of things that you kind of have to know it's there to look for it. But now that I know it's there and I'm looking for it, it's like, oh yeah, well that's plain as day. Like, look, they got a little ramp that goes up to it, and of course it's glitching. But you know, you're playing regularly, you're not thinking any wall could possibly be a secret hideout. But now I know that. Now I know for the future, if I'm missing a case that I just cannot find, I gotta slow down and look for hidden walls. Because apparently they're not always going to be a garage door. Sometimes they will be a section on a plain blank wall. And there we go. So that's going to be it for today. Turned in my temporary fuel supply items. Thanks for watching, and tomorrow's Halloween. So I think tomorrow I'll do a Halloween stream, which I don't normally do Thursdays, but holiday, you can't exactly pick and choose if it's, oh, I don't want to do the holiday on Wednesday or Tuesday. I'll wait till Friday. I mean, technically I could have done it today if I really didn't want to do tomorrow, but I'd rather do it on the day of, so I don't have a choice. I mean, I do, but I don't. So thanks for watching. See you then if you want to show up for Halloween, or see you Friday for more Astral Chain. Bye. Gotta find the right end button to click here.